Hello, my name is Justin Strickland, and um, I just want to speak to you a little bit today about classical organizational theory. Um, and just to dive right in, classical organizational theory focuses on structure, order, and efficiency within organizations. It assumes that the best way to achieve productivity is through a clear hierarchy, formal rules, and well defined roles and responsibilities. And this theory views organizations much like machines. Each part or person has a specific function that contributes to the overall operation. The goal is to create predictability, discipline, control, ensuring that everyone knows what to do, and they know how to do it and who to report it to. Um, so, just to kind of give a little bit of uh, historical facts on classical organizational theory. Um, the development of this theory is credited to several key people, like Frederick Taylor, who introduced scientific management, and that emphasized time studies and task specialization to improve productivity. Um, Henry Fayol contributed administrative theory that outlined, you know, unity of command and division of work and the scalar chain or hierarchical communication. And of course, somebody that, you know, a pretty well known name in within these theories and within this type of study, Max Weber. And he expanded on, bureaucracy that focused on rational legal authority, standardization, and merit-based systems. And these individuals, they shaped the foundation of modern organizational structure and management practices. So, one of the first things I want to do is get into assumptions of, of this theory. Um, this theory assumes that workers are primarily motivated by economic reward, and that leadership should maintain, close supervision and control. Um, and that efficiency comes from not only standardization but specialization as well. And another assumption is that organizations function better or best under a formal hierarchy where authority basically flows from the top down. So, some core constructs include division of labor, hierarchical authority, formal rules and procedures, impersonality, and rational decision making. These constructs they reinforce stability and consistency while reducing ambiguity in how work gets done. Now, this theory does have some critics, uh, and these critics argue that classical organizational theory is too rigid and fails to account for human side of work. It overlooks motivation and also creativity and emotional needs of the employees. And the mechanistic view can create environments that feel impersonal or overly bureaucratic, which may reduce innovation and employee engagement. In dynamic or uncertain environments, strict adherence to hierarchy can also slow decision making and limit adaptability. And so, in today's workplace, this theory is still relevant in highly structured or high risk environments, such as the military or healthcare. where precision and accountability are vital. Um, let's take, for example, the United States Army. I served in the Army for 22 years, and they operate under, you know, clearly defined um, chains of command and standardized operating procedures. So every service member understands their role. They follow established rules and report through a proper hierarchy or chain of command, as referred to in the military. This structure allows for coordination and discipline that is disseminated to thousands of people. And so modern leaders balance this approach with more adaptive and people centered methods. And that is why this classical framework remains the backbone of military organization and efficiency. So I hope that with this brief introduction, so to speak, an overview of classical organizational theory, it kind of helps you gather some kind of understanding of how it actually works. Thank you for your time and take care.